guys, I'm back out here at the fields, the old baseball fields that used to be here when I went to school way back in the early 70s. But I just crossed the street and come over to the field behind the old primary school, and my first dig, about 6 inches down, I found two Wheaties, and it's off to a good start. One of them is 1938, and the other one I couldn't get a date off of it, but it looked like it's an old one, and it was in this red dirt and looked like they've been in the ground in the wall. They were pretty rough. And then I found this little marble. It's about as steep as the two Wheaties were. So we're off to a good start, and I don't know which field was here first, but getting two Wheaties right off the bat, one in 1938 and the other one's probably around that date too, because they were right there pretty much close together. So off to a good start. So we'll get on to the next stop. Well guys, I'm about halfway through the field here. I was heading down to those trees over there because I remember as a kid at recess that fence wasn't there. It was all opened up down here. There was a fence around the baseball field, but we used to run out and play around all these old pine trees that are out here. So, but I was about halfway there, and I was getting a 25 to a 28, and I done popped another Mercury dime. There is a lot of Mercury dimes. I know from 43 to 45, 42, I've probably got 2 or 3 each of those, but this one here is a 1937, and it's a D. So I've almost got a coin box full of Mercury dimes, but I don't mind. I like digging them. But anyway, I'm going to keep heading towards the trees, and we'll get on to the next stop. Well, guys, I don't know what to say. I'm still on my first line, and I'm about 20 foot up from where I found the Mercury dime, and I was getting a solid 12. It was just solid 12, and it was about 6 or 7 inches down. I popped the plug and there wasn't nothing in it, and I swung over the hole and it went off, and I looked down in there and I just don't believe it. I got a buffalo. So it's just crazy. This field, I don't think they disturbed it very much when they converted it over to a soccer field. It's an old one. There's no date on it, and it is rough. It's about as rough as those wheat cents I found when I first got here. But I'm really happy. I think this is my second buffalo I've ever found. I found one at the house back when I first got my detector, but and it was pretty rough too. But I'm really happy. Got me a buffalo. So I was going to show y'all something. There's the soccer net. You see that tall fence there? When I was in school, that was part of the old baseball field, and I'm just probably on a old fence line that they tore down, and that was old when I was in school. So I think, talking to my grandmother and some of the older folks, they think this field was probably built around the mid 40s to the 1950s, somewhere in there. They don't exactly remember when, but I think I'm going to have to set a tent up out here. I'm just really happy. Got me a buffalo. So we're going to get on down the line and get on to the next stop. So guys, I just got up and plugged that hole up where I found that buffalo right there, and I just popped my first swing. I'm getting a 26, 27, 28. So I'm by myself, so I'm going to have to set the camera down, and I'm going to dig the plug, and we'll see what we got. I'll be right back. Well, it wasn't quite as deep as the buffalo, but it's in the plug, so I'm going to try to see what it is. It's not deep. So I don't understand that sometimes it'll say it's deep and it's right under the ground. Well, that's a penny, so let's see what it is. It says 1971. I'll take it. It's a Memorial 1971. That's kind of old, But anyway, we'll get on to the next stop. So guys, I'm getting something really deep. It's a little bouncy, but I'm getting some mid-30s and high 30s and some 20s, but we might have a couple of coins in the hole here, so, and it's down deep, so I'm going to go ahead and dig that up, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, I just can't believe it. I'm so happy. So I dug the hole and I was getting that signal, and it was I think that's a piece of some fireworks, and it's aluminum. But I went over the hole and I was getting a solid 34, and I popped the plug. There's a rock, and then I looked down and there's a rim. I think I got a Franklin. I'm pretty sure it's too big to be a quarter. I'm fixing to pull it out. Oh, what is that? Oh, that's a Walk-in Liberty. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What date is it? It's a 1946 Walk-in Liberty, $50. I just don't believe it. I don't even know where the mint mark is. I never thought I'd ever find one of these. I'll have to look. I don't even know where the mint mark is on this. Oh my gosh, I am so happy. And I'm still, I mean, I've literally, I found the buffalo and those memorials, and I'm not too much further down on this first line, and I already got a nice big silver. I just don't believe it. That's great. Anyway, I'm gonna get myself together here, and we're gonna keep on going on. But anyway, we'll get on. Gosh, I can't believe it. So guys, I'm still on my first line. You can see the car down there. I just got out and got ready and started walking straight towards these trees, and I'm getting close, but I have found so much nice stuff on this first row. I don't know. I'll be coming out here for weeks probably, because there's just stuff everywhere. But I was about 2-3 inches down. I found another marble, and this is pretty rough. It's red dirt, but it is a wheat cent, and I'm gonna have to zoom in to see what the date is on it, because I couldn't see it with my eyes. It's a 1930D wheat cent. That's a pretty old wheat cent. And I'm just going to say it, I don't think this field has ever been metal detected. And I was just also thinking, some of these coins I'm finding, and most likely these things were in the ground when I was in 1st and 2nd grade. They've been out here so long. But anyway, I'm so glad I got this permission. I'm glad I got the permission across the street, and there's just nice stuff over there too. But anyway, I'm going to get on to the next. I'm in high cotton right now. Well, all I've been showing is coins. I finally got, I guess, kind of like some relics. Just right below the ground, there was a couple of keys. They don't look too awful old, but look like they say guard on them. But anyway, thought I'd show something other than coins. But I've been digging a lot of bottle caps too, thinking I can find a ring out here. But anyway, we'll get on to the next. Well, it's starting to get dark, and I think I'm fixing to wrap it up. I'm halfway back to the car, and it quieted down a little bit. I started getting a lot of can slaw and stuff, but I was getting a high wacky signal, and I dug it. It was probably 8 inches down before I finally found it, but it is pretty rough looking weedy. In fact, I can't even see the date on it yet. I was going to zoom in on it. Like it's a 1941. Looks like it's a D. It's got some type of mint mark there. I'll look at it and let you guys know what it is. But anyway, it's getting dark and I'm fixing to head back to the house. I don't know how many times I got up and down on the ground today digging stuff, but I really had a good hunt today. And everybody take care. If you like watching metal detecting videos, please consider subscribing and watching some of my other episodes I got out there. But everybody have a great weekend, great week, and we'll see you guys on the next stop.